What up, YouTube? My name is Cheryce. Welcome to Reese TV. Glad that you're here. So, as I discussed, the Jonathan Majors case came to its finale. Well, I guess you would call it a finale. Not really a finale because his sentencing is on February 6th. And yes, I feel a lot better. I had some time to kind of think about things. I mean, it doesn't necessarily change the outcome, right? It was a split verdict, and there are people who see that as he's completely guilty, and there are people who know the truth. There are people who see that it was a split verdict. However, they believe, and I'm in this camp, that the split verdict was a sham. Like I said, this DA has 3, and his name is Alvin Bragg. I think in the last episode I went back and forth between Alan and Alvin. So yes, his name is Alvin Bragg. He has three misdemeanor trials. The first one, the defense was acquitted. As you know, the second one being Jonathan Majors is the second one. He has a split verdict, and the third one is coming up. And I believe that a lot of people are going to be looking at that third one with a magnifying glass. Like, people already believe that he is a white supremacist. Even though he's a black man, people already believe that he's a white supremacist, that he caters to white supremacists. This is going to be make or break for the DA. If Alvin Bragg wants to be reelected, this third person is going to be acquitted. However, if he doesn't want to be reelected, this person will not be acquitted and will be found of some reasons for being guilty, just like Jonathan Majors. There were 4 different charges. Basically, it was, let's charge him on the lesser charges. However, that's not what the public sees, right? A lot of the mainstream media, they're quoting that he is completely guilty. Another thing that the mainstream media is showing, which I can't find any representative straight from Disney saying, every bit of media that I'm seeing is saying that Jonathan Majors has been fired by Disney. So let's talk about the repercussions of Disney firing him, if they did. So if they fired him, what can happen? Jonathan Majors already has a contract for Disney. He has a $10 million contract to play Kang. So the question is, will Jonathan Majors take Disney to court? Because if they actually fired him, then they broke the contract. Unless they already paid him. If they already paid him, then, they can do what they want. But if they didn't pay him, he's going to get money. That's what I see. But this is the reason why I really don't believe that Disney has actually dropped him. Like, fired him. Just like Amber Heard wasn't fired from Aquaman. She had a contract. It was already done. So if she was dropped from Aquaman, then there would have been a lawsuit. She would have gotten more money. So it's weird for Disney to completely drop Jonathan Majors, to completely fire Jonathan Majors. Now, let's talk about what that future looks like if they did truly fire Jonathan Majors. Outside of the lawsuit that they're going to get from Jonathan Majors, now is a question of what happens to Kang. Do they act like the Sentinel? Is it a Sentinel? That creature that's out in the abyss. I can't think of the name of it right now. But you notice that Disney has not really addressed it. Like, it was an Easter egg in She-Hulk, where there was this creature that's in the ocean, and it's a small Easter egg. It shows a picture of it in a newscast. But that's it. No, it's not even a newscast. They're looking at an article, and somewhere on the side you see the Sentinel in the ocean. Or you see a headline about a Sentinel in the ocean. I'm calling it a Sentinel, but I'm pretty sure that's not what it's called. So that it's like, okay, well, we still really haven't addressed that big old creature that's in the ocean. We haven't. So the question is, what are you going to do? Are you going to address it like the Sentinel? Or are you going to truly recast him like you did Rhodey? For those who didn't know, ooh, that is so much better. My husband, he told me, okay, your lighting is off. And I knew that, right? And I've been trying to solve the lighting issue. And I think I did. I had to put my ring light a little bit further. Number 2, this is in the morning, so I have a lot more light. But the videos that he's talking about are videos I also did during the day. So I think it was my ring light just in the wrong place. That was the weird part. And so I think we are good now, actually. Ooh, yeah, baby, yeah. Okay. I don't think I want to go further than that. Okay. No, I do. But where was I? So, Rhodey was recast. Rhodey used to be Terrence Howard. And now Rhodey is Don Cheadle. Admittedly, I feel like Terrence Howard had better chemistry with RDJ than Don Cheadle. However, both Don Cheadle and Terrence Howard, they pretty much play the same character. So I understand. Ooh. See, I'm trying to add more, and I am. There you go. I like that one. And so it is what it is. Did I like Rhodey's character after Don Cheadle came in? I don't know. I feel like he was kind of muted. I'm not sure if that was the writing or if that is just him. But like I said, Don Cheadle and Terrence Howard pretty much play the same character. And now I can't find my blush powder. Oh, there you are, blush powder. Any case, so what do you think? Do you think that they are going to just write out Kang? Or are they going to recast Kang? I mean, they're doing variants, and it is an easy, let's go ahead and recast. It took a while for Disney to even have an actor for the first baddie, Thanos, and they changed his face every time until they got the Josh Brolin Thanos. And of course, there are people who are bringing up Josh Brolin as a reason why Disney shouldn't recast Kang, because Josh Brolin also had legal issues. Apparently, the guy who plays Hawkeye, Jeremy Renner, he also had legal issues. The only difference between all these actors, RDJ, Josh Brolin, and Jeremy Renner, they're white. And Jonathan Majors is black. So another reason why not to recast Kang is because Disney is going to look racist. Now, Disney literally said that they are going to do away with being woke. What does that mean? We don't know. But this will be plainly obvious. Like, the reason why Rhodey was recast was because Terrence Howard didn't like his paycheck. Terrence Howard wanted more of a paycheck because he started off with more money than RDJ. And so he figured that since RDJ got more money, then he should get more money. And it's like, but RDJ was the star. Just take the L and keep on rolling. Because you could have been in so many other movies by now if you just took the L and kept rolling. So what are your thoughts about that? Should they recast him or write him out completely? I think it's going to be kind of hard to write him out completely because he was a big factor in Quantumania. So unless Loki, which basically wrote him out, unless Loki is to be looked at as, hey, Jonathan Majors was written out, Kang was written out, then it's going to be kind of weird. And maybe they're going to backtrack. Maybe they're going to show how Kang just went out of existence in Loki in order to move on with Kang Dynasty. But now we already know Kang Dynasty is there, but we also know that Kang Dynasty hasn't been shot yet. We know that it hasn't even been written in totality yet. So unfortunately, there's a good chance that they could just skip Kang Dynasty completely. They could just trash it and move on to Secret Wars, now that I'm thinking about it. So what can happen? Jonathan Majors is going to sue or can sue Disney. They can either take it to court or do a settlement. Either way it goes, Jonathan Majors is going to get a lot more money than $10 million if they truly fired him. And Disney can write out Kang and act like Kang never happened because of Loki. They can do away with Kang Dynasty and say that it happened because of Loki, and then they can just go to Secret Wars. I think that's probably how things would go, or the best bet, if they truly fire Jonathan Majors. That's my thinking. I would like to know yours. Any case, another bit of news that I wanted to talk about was Jirard the Completionist. OMG. I heard about this from another YouTuber named Omni. I love Omni. If you haven't checked out Omni, check him out. He is hilarious. A lot of people are believing that he is the next Philip DeFranco or just as good as Philip DeFranco. They both have their different styles. I like how chill Omni is. And, you know, he basically gives the news I didn't even know about because he stays on Twitter and he has different interests than I do. But I knew somewhat about Jirard the Completionist, but I wasn't like, I need to watch Jirard the Completionist, you know? Like, he wasn't your Markiplier to me. And even Markiplier, I don't trip over and watch. But I have more respect for Markiplier's gameplay than I do MatPat's gameplay. And I watch MatPat. I love MatPat for his game theory. Oh, like, that is golden, okay? But I hate, I absolutely hate his gameplay because his gameplay feels like he is literally just going the wrong way just to go the wrong way. Like, people can tell him, don't go that way, and he will literally go that way. And it's like, but I think that's where his theories come from. If he didn't go the wrong way, then he wouldn't have more theories. These theories that most people wouldn't think of, because most people are going to go the right way. Most people are going to play like Markiplier. Smart. Which is hilarious to say because MatPat is a science person. And so you would say, yeah, he's pretty smart. But when it comes to gameplay, it's like, oh my God, I can't watch this. This is like watching a horror film. Stop it. Stop it. But anyway, the Completionist. I'm thinking about wearing my real hair today. Every time I wear my real hair lately, I've been thinking about Lupita in dreads. Fun fact, I started off my dreads like this. I used to just twist my hair. I started twisting my hair back in 2014. And I used to just take the twists out, put them back in, take the twists out, put them back in. And then one day I just got sick of taking the twist out. And so I just let it dread. And that is the Cheryce that you know. That is the Cheryce that started out with Reese TV, that had the dreads. And actually my dreads, it got all the way down to my waist. And during COVID, I cut it off. Well, to be more exact, during the pandemic, because the COVID is still here. The COVID is still here. It's going to be here like forever. It is the new flu. It is. Just point blank. It is the new flu. So just get over it. But yeah, I cut it all off. And it was just something I always wanted to do. I always wanted to cut off my hair and see how I would look without hair. I didn't see much of a difference between cutting off my hair and having my hair in a ponytail. So I cut it off and I enjoyed it. And then I grew it out a bit. And then I got picked up by an agent. And my agent said, "Are you going to keep your hairstyle the way it is?" And I'm like, yes. And I've just been growing it out ever since. So will this be the start of new dreads? I think not. I want to see how my hair can grow. I really want the fluffy hair all the way down to my waist instead of the dreaded hair all the way down to my waist. Anyway, let's go back to the completionist. So Jirard the Completionist apparently has been doing this charity where he's asking people to donate their money towards dementia. This is such a good cause. Dementia is also in my family, and anything for the cause of dementia and Alzheimer's, I am for. So I was hurt when I found out that over the course of 10 years, this man has not donated a cent of the donations to the charities that he supposedly had been talking to. And he admitted, he came out in the video, he admitted that he shouldn't have worded it that way, that he should have said that this money will be donated to a charity of my choosing. I am looking around for a charity that does not ask for fees in order to donate, or something to give the reasoning why he didn't immediately donate it. And so it's a little bit heartbreaking, but you know, according to Omni, everything has been resolved. He has finally donated the money like he was supposed to 10 years ago. And that's it. I just thought that it was an interesting news to share about how you can't always trust every charity, which is sad. But I always say that it's between the person I'm giving the money to and God. And I wasn't one of the donators, but if I was, then I would have given to Jirard the Completionist, because from what I know, Jirard was going to give this to the charities that he was working with. After I gave my money, because I've already done my part. I've done my part to hopefully get rid of Alzheimer's and dementia for the next generation from the world, period. And that's how I feel about homeless people, right? A lot of people don't give to homeless people because there are even reports of homeless people not really being homeless. Like, there are news reporters who would literally follow homeless people and find them with a Corvette and find them with an actual home. My thoughts are, that's between that homeless person and God. That has nothing to do with me. Anyway, tell me what you think. I would love to hear your thoughts about the Jonathan Majors case, about Kang, about the future of Disney, and Jirard the Completionist. Until next time, I will catch you later. Goodbye. 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 Goodbye.